Hi guys, this is Mac here, and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, which is called Mac Vlogs. So my guest for today is Women's Achievers Award for 2019. Her name is Shalu, and she has many other talents as well. She's a singer, she's an MC, she's a motivational speaker. Above all, she has worked in Emirates Airlines to taking care of all the customers around the world when they come to Dubai. So let us welcome Shalu and hear her journey, how she has been going along and doing all these stuff together in Dubai. Good evening, Shalu. How are you?
Good evening. I'm very well. Thank you, McVlogs. And very nice to be invited on this platform. And it's a very good opportunity to be speaking to you. Thank you for the introduction.
I wouldn't say thank you, basically, because you ultimately are a good human being who has given me your time to be part of my journey of my YouTube channel, which is MacBlogs, in helping me grow with all the other guests which you know and are being connected with. Thank you so much in advance for that. So let us
My
hear,
pleasure.
Shalu, a little intro from you, that who you are, how did this all happen to you in getting into different platforms and expressing yourself with your great confidence which you have and a great smile which you have, I can see from the window. So please go ahead and
Thank you.
give your intro.
Right. My journey basically started in the year 1997 when I was introduced to Khalid.
And one second, I think I forgot something. What is your full name? If I'm not wrong, can I correct it by correctly by pronouncing Shalu Poonam Suri?
Well, the media world knows me with the name Shalu, but my professional, I'm professionally known as Poonam Suri.
Okay.
So yes, because it's a bit of a mix when people ask me, "Okay, is it Poonam? Is it Shalu?" But yeah, I basically all my media stuff is done with the name Shalu, and my professional name is Poonam Suri.
Wonderful. So please go ahead. Let our audience know who Shalu Poonam Suri is. So proceed there and enjoy this session with you with your smile. Go ahead.
So I've been born in India but brought up in the UAE, and I have been here since I was a very young child. I came into Dubai when I was about 2 months, and and my parents have been very supportive, and we've been doing a lot of meeting people, socializing, and things like that. So in 1997, I was
You
the
were just a
first. I made the
in
Sorry.
1997 you were just a little girl. Are you saying
Oh, well,
that?
I'm still a little girl.
Okay, so please continue from 1997 where your journey started.
Right. So in 1997, I started with my modeling career with Khalij Times. That is the leading newspaper of the UAE, and I had and I had modeled for quite a few brands like BHS, Giordano, Joy Alucas, and I had also worked for the Dubai Shopping Festival modeling. I mean, I was a model for Dubai Shopping Festival. So this whole series of stardom started very early in 1997 and lasted for about 3 years. So it was 97, 98, and 99. Then in the year 2000, I was given the opportunity of acting in a Pakistani drama, which was,
Really?
see, there's so much you don't know.
I'm shocked. You were part of Pakistani drama? How did that happen?
Yes. And I acted in a Pakistani drama, a serial which was actually aired on ARY. And
Of the
it
drama?
was, sorry,
What was the name of the drama?
it was called Tanhai.
Okay, everyone go type in Google and search for Shalu on this Pakistani drama Airwide channel so we should know whether we have missed her or skipped by watching her on that drama.
We go back 20 years. It's 20 years. You see how long the journey has been. And then I was a part of the Antakshari in Dubai with a very good friend of mine who had organized it with Anu Kapoor. So,
Anuji, okay, you have
yeah.
been part of Antakshari. Okay, when we were
Yeah.
young, let me just add, and my followers should know that when we all were young, we used to watch that channel on TV, on
Mm.
Z TV. Why? Basically, because it was a singing competition style, which is for now, right? You used to get different singers from that show, and we used to, like, if you see on the TV, they used to picturize the people, and we all had to guess the songs. Am I right?
Right. I mean, it's such a long time back. I mean,
Yeah, we all
it's
were
such a
kids. We
long
all
time.
were watching ZTV, Airwire, on all the other channels,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was in around 2015 where one of my very good friends, a very good family friend of ours, organized the Antakshari, competition in Dubai with Anu Kapoor, and that's when I got quite exposed to the singing line of, okay, listening to people and thank you. Thank you. And it was funny that when they say when you have good intentions for people, God gives it back to you. And it was funny that I would meet people who were singers, and I would go and tell them that why don't you do this for yourselves, and why don't you promote your career and things like that. And I never thought I would get into it. I never thought I would get into it. Though my roots, that's something else I need to tell you. My grandmother, my nani ma, is a classical singer, and she's almost 90 years old today, and she still sings. And um, I have
Now I'm getting where those genes and the stars coming.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And it's really funny that when my grandmother used to come to Dubai, and I used to keep listening to her sing, and I used to repeat with her, like, I would just sit with her and keep singing with her. And I never knew that, this was, being actually planned for me since I was a very young girl.
Who is your favorite playback singer currently from India, from Bollywood, or from around the world? Whichever singers you've been following, and they have been your inspiration.
Well, I have been very inspired by Hema Sardesai, and I've been very fortunate to have her blessings in my career of singing. I was very fortunate to meet her, and till today I'm very connected to her. And she's actually Hema D for me, and she
Have
has
you heard,
always been,
when you were growing up, have you heard the songs from Alka Yagnik, Kavita Krishnamurti?
of course,
I think it's Podwal. That's what's her name?
Anuradha Podwal. Yes, yes,
Podwal. Yeah. So
yes,
they were very much active in the Bollywood for giving playback singing for all
true,
the actors and actresses we have been watching, right?
true,
So
true.
for your inspiration as well, because they
Well,
are.
I have always loved Hema Sardesai's voice. And as a little girl, I still remember the first time I met her and I told her this. I said, I just loved Avara Bhavre. I mean, the song Avara Bhavre Jo Hone Hone Gaye. So it was one of my favorite songs.
It's a sweet voice.
Just passing mark.
Uh,
So
Sorry, I
she's
am
been my
now
inspiration.
a few minutes to have a little song, a little line from you, since you are a singer, so we all the followers can connect
Sure.
with you in terms of your sweet voice. Okay?
Sure, sure, sure. I will definitely sing a few lines for you. So coming back to who my inspiration was, obviously I loved Hema Sardesai because she's such a versatile singer. I mean, she can sing anything, and I don't know. They say when you actually manifest something, it comes to you, and I think I always admired her. And then one day she's standing right in front of me, and then kissing me on my forehead and blessing me, like it was like wow.
You know,
So
it's remarkable that when our elders give us the blessings, so it really helped us to reach where we are today in our life. It's all because
true.
of the blessings. Otherwise, we human beings are nothing without the blessings.
Totally agree to that. I totally agree to that. And that's what I tell a lot of young people when I speak to them. And, this pandemic has really, really connected me to a lot of people and a lot of youngsters who have gone through a lot of, ups and downs in life. And they think, that's it. This is the end of life. But I always tell this to people.
Pandemic, people are taking this in a very negative way, but I, as a personality, as a human being, I take this as a great opportunity by the God and our Allah, that pandemic has really given us all the great opportunity to revive ourselves, basically because we never knew who we are and what talent we possess. So it's
True.
always to look into ourselves and correct and move forward in the right and a positive direction.
True. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. It's actually it's a very big learning lesson for I think the entire world.
Yes, and the more we count our blessings, the more we will be blessed. Rather than just count our worries and problems, it will bog us down. So don't worry about the worries. It's a part of our lives, but we don't have to worry about this because Allah and the Almighty God is up there taking care of all of us.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally, totally agree with you when you say that, and that's what I have been doing during the pandemic. It was funny because we were all working from home, and we had a lot of time to spend, with our loved ones and spend time at home. Get connected to people who were underprivileged, and I think I've learned quite a bit too, and it's been a positive turn to life. I feel.
I totally agree, and it's time for us to give back to the society in whatever ways we can, basically, because everyone has talent in their different ways in their lives, but sometimes they don't know what way to take it forward. So sometimes people
Absolutely.
have to help each other or lift themselves and the others when they're down.
True, true. And that's what I was telling. I mean, I was speaking to a couple of youngsters very recently. A lot of people have been made redundant with their jobs. And,
Hmm.
it's a very difficult time for the entire world. And that's what I tell people. You never know. Everybody is blessed with a unique talent.
Yeah.
Little girls are blessed with unique talents. There are some girls who can do, they can stitch very well, they can cook very well, they can paint, they can sing, they can dance, they can do so much. It's always that the grass is greener on the other side, and it's I think it's a part of life. As you grow, you learn, and you kind of change a little bit from what your thought process is when you start growing and when you start experiencing the world a little more.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Can you tell our audience that last year you won the Women's Achievers Award? What was that whole idea, and what was that platform which really helped you in winning that competition? Can you share
Well,
with?
that sure. That platform has changed my entire life. And this is a very interesting story. One of my friends had, basically come across, she has moved out of Dubai, and she came across this, post on social media. And she told me, like, there is a platform. Of course, I cannot thank that platform enough, and that is the Padma Show. And this is a very, very talented woman of Dubai who basically focuses a lot on women empowerment. And that's how it all started last year in March,
Okay.
where I registered for this competition, and I won the Women's Achievement Award for 2019.
Yay!
Thank you.
Okay.
And since then, there's no looking back. And I guess I have been so fortunate to meet such strong women. Masroor, it's very natural as women. I mean, it's very natural when we're growing up. You always feel that that one is better than me. She's got something better than me. She's slimmer. I always tell this to all the women around that there could be someone who's a better singer. There could be someone who's thin. There's someone who's got better hair. There's someone who's got better eyes. God has created all of us very differently, and you should
You know,
always be.
let me add here. All those features, what we have or what we really lack, suppose, that doesn't matter. As long as if you have a big heart, that is the big thing. Your nature,
Absolutely.
your heart should be bigger than all these things which you look others like. Means like you're finding a fault in yourself. Don't do that
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
because that goes away with your hard work and as you go along in life. But agar, if your heart is good, your soul is nice, you're very gentle, you're caring person, you respect everyone, you love everyone, your life is much, much more blessed.
Absolutely. It's also very, very important who you surround yourself with. I mean, you need to associate with people who are positive. And I think this is the only message I gave during the pandemic, where I went across on, different social media platforms, and, I was trying to express to people that, guys, times are tough, associate with people who are positive. It's only going to get it, make it better. If you keep thinking negatively, and if you keep thinking of the things that you don't have and do not appreciate what you have, I think that's not fair. That's not fair on yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I mentioned way back, that you are a MC, you're a motivational speaker, you're a Women's Achievers Award, you are a singer. So, which of out of these four or five which I mentioned you enjoy the most?
Well, I enjoy everything I do. I am a person. It's funny. I mean, many times, I have my family say, "You're a jack of all, master of none." So I enjoy everything I do. I have acted on a lot of, in a lot of stage plays. I've done a lot of modeling. I've done a lot of singing. I was fortunate, like I told you, my entire journey that started with Padma Ramachandran, and I was fortunate to get connected, to ZTV. I had the opportunity of hosting a show with my very dear friend, the voice guy Joe Mohan, who happens to be the best MC of Dubai. And it's fun. I mean, I love everything I do. I love going to work. I love interacting with people. I love cooking. I love everything I do. I try and give my 100% in everything I do.
There is a show which you're judging with another four or five people, if I'm not wrong. What is that show's name? And would you like to tell the
Um,
audience what
it's the
that
Padma Show, the
what
singing
type
sensation
of
on
people
ZTV.
that show? Sorry?
It's the Padma Show, the singing sensation on ZTV. It is currently on. It's being broadcasted on the weekends every Friday on ZTV,
Okay.
and yeah,
So what type of people are you judging on that show? It's simply a singing show?
it is a singing show. Yes, it is a singing show, and I am judging the show along with a very well-known singer from India by the name of Nikhil Matthew, and he is a reality show, like I mean, a reality singing show winner. And
Hmm.
obviously, I have Joe with me on the show, the voice guy Joe, and none other than the Padma, show Padma Ramachandran from the Padma show. So yeah, that's ongoing right now.
How did this show fall on your kitty?
Well, like I told you, the Women's Achievement Award 2019 has changed my life quite a bit, and we have actually become a team that works together. And I
Okay.
am associated with the Padma Show, and this is going to be my third show with ZTV. Obviously, because of the team that I'm working with.
So has the life back in events and the shows and the concert in Dubai? Are you saying that, or it's still slow in progress?
Well, yes, it is a bit slow, obviously, because of the pandemic, because of COVID, things have slowed down, and it isn't like how it used to be before. But I
Mhm.
think slowly everything is coming back to
To
normal, but I think it's going to take time.
okay. So I think all my audience and followers are waiting for the sweetest voice, which I just heard from you that you're a singer. Why don't you go ahead and sing few lines from your album Suru, which I know.
Oh,
So
awesome, awesome.
I want to hear your because basically because I'm not sure what is the response you have got from that album so far. Maybe you can let our audience know
Sure,
that. So it's going to be amazing. So please go ahead and let's
sure.
enjoy the sweetest
So
voice of yours.
before I start singing, I will tell you a little bit about Surur. Though I mean, the song has always been my favorite song. I mean, I'm a very big fan of Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Saab, and I am a lot into Sufi music. I love Sufi music, and they say, right, wo mijaz mera Sufiana hai. So
Hmm.
it's funny how this whole story of Surur started. I was with a couple of my friends, with two of my friends, Maitha and Shamaila. We were in the car and we started singing. Like they keep telling me ki gana gao, keep singing. So I'm driving and singing for my friends, and we just were like singing this song, and they were recording it. And then suddenly one fine day, I said, you know what? I want to sing this song. And we ended up going to one of the best studios of Dubai and recorded the song. I mean, the entire music production and everything was a magic. It was just a magic. And by
So
God's
far,
grace, it happened.
so far, how many views and the hits you have got in this album, Suru,
Well,
for every.
you know what? It's really funny. It's really funny, Masroor. It's a very good platform to talk about this. And now that you asked me this question, this whole thing about views, followers. I mean, I was, having another channel. And another page, and I believe this is all quite hyped. And there could be people who are watching and would not hit the like button. So it really doesn't matter. I feel whatever you get in terms of the recognition, like these awards, and opportunities like being on ZTV, and being associated with T series, I think that pretty much says it all. I first, when I got into this line, I thought, oh my God, views, oh my God, followers. But that really doesn't matter.
I think one of the audience who's watching our show live has wished you, wow, congratulations from Manisha Anand. I think she is one of your fans, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, she's my family, and she's my very, very strong support system. She is my little sister, all the way
Okay.
from India. And she is, they say, right, when even if there's no one applauding for you, you'll have your own people applauding for you. And Manisha has been there for me from the word go. She takes a lot of pride in saying that I'm her sister, and then she goes around and tells her friends, and her friends support me a lot. So I think this is what I call blessings, Masroor. This is what I call blessings.
I agree, totally agree. Friends, friend in need is a friend indeed. So,
Absolutely.
let's hear the sweetest voice, Shalu. The platform is all yours to
Thank you.
express the sweetest voice which we would like to hear from you.
Sure, sure. So a few lines from my recent release, Surur. ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया, कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया, कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। That,
Any other
thank
song
you.
closer to your heart, which is basically your voice is really sweet. I must say that we would like to hear one more song that can really keep the audience on their toes to keep on hearing your voice.
Sure, sure, sure. Um, I'm very, like I told you, Masood, I'm a big fan of, Sufi music, and I'm a very big fan of Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Saab and Rahat Fateh Ali Khan Saab. So I'll sing Rush Ke Kamal. Um, so I'll sing a few lines from Rush Ke Kamal.
Mhm.
बेहिजाबाना वो सामने आ गए, और जवानी जवानी से टकरा गई, और जवानी जवानी से टकरा गई। आंख उनकी लड़ी यूं मेरी आंख से, आंख उनकी लड़ी यूं मेरी आंख से, देख कर ये लड़ाई मजा आ गया। मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर, जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया। बरसी गिर गई काम ही कर गई, आग ऐसी लगाई मजा आ गया।
I think आग लग चुकी है. I
मुझे
think
आग नहीं लगानी है।
the fire has really been there with your sweet voice, and I'm sure you can continue. So thank you. Before we wrap our session, it was wonderful to hear your journey and
Thank
all the
you.
have. So it's really amazing to have you on my show today, Shalu. So keep
Thank
on
you.
talking and singing the way you have with the sweetest voice.
Thank
and
you.
all the
Thank you
best.
very much.
So before I go, a small shout out from Shalu for Maclogs.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the amazing Matt Vlogs, the none other than Mr. Masroor. And I would definitely tell everybody to follow him, subscribe to his channel, and promote him because he's doing an awesome job in promoting talent and really bringing people and expressing out emotions and trying to broadcast a lot of different talents across the world. So all the very best to you, Matt Vlogs, and thank you very much for having me here.
It was an honor. Thank you once again,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like Macvlogs, and keep on waiting for the exciting news and exciting people and the guests, which I would like to be bringing to you to hear their journeys and spread the positivity around the world. So please go check out Macvlogs and Shalu new album Surur, the way she's been singing, all the blessings. Keep smiling. God bless you,
Thank
Shalu. Take
you.
care.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All around the world wherever we connect again. Okay?
Bye bye. See you.
God bless you. Take care. Keep
God bless
smiling.
you too.